Again, this is Terry Bankert, WFLT 1420 AM radio. This is a call-in program, 239-5733. Many listeners have observed or been involved in a divorce. Let's talk about the attorneys. What works and doesn't work? Have you ever been involved in mediation? Don't name names, but what works or doesn't work? How does mediation affect your kids? Don't mention the kids' names, but we'll be more than happy to hear your comments, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. Mediation. First, I want to give my thank yous to WFLT for allowing me to have this program, CPSA Courier for allowing me to have a column in your paper, the CPSA Courier, that you'll find in your churches tomorrow morning. Dr. Hopkins with the Courier, Barbara, and my wife Lynn, especially for helping me run the office, get my timelines in line, and help me deal with the stress that occurs in this business. I am not always the most user-friendly person, and it's good to have a strong wife who I know cares. My name's Terry Bankert. This is WFLT 1420 AM radio, 239-5733. On your Courier, on page 5, you'll find tomorrow my article, Divorce with Dignity. Mediation allows privacy, fairness, and respect. Here I talk about the goals of divorce mediation, why divorce mediation, and I give you the mediation advantages, and I give you some direction as to what this process is. If you'd like to discuss mediation further, please call me at 235-1970, 235-1970. My goal is to promote mediation, to enmesh myself in it, and to transfer a significant part of my practice activities into mediation activities in family law. With that said, if you would like to come in with your spouse and discuss mediation, I'd be more than happy to do that for an hour. And just say you heard this on the radio station, there won't be any charge. And the bottom line is, once I talk with both of you, I can't represent either one of you individually, so I will be neutral from the beginning. All I ask is that when you schedule the appointment, be sure to say that you're interested in mediation, so I don't start giving you advocacy strategy on the phone. It kind of complicates it once I start a mediation. So what I'm looking for is to do a mediation in your church. I will come to do that in a private meeting, in a private space, so nobody sees you come into an attorney's office, to at least start this process. I can do it in conjunction with your pastor, or you can just find another neutral location, or you can come downtown Flint to my office. My number is 235-1970. My name's Terry Bankert. This is a call-in program. Know the law, 239-5733. Today we're talking about mediation. Client benefits to mediation. This is what the attorney needs to think about, and you need to think about. The client you have control over the process. Your lives are better in the end because you don't have this adversarial conflict. It reduces conflict. It allows for a better adjustment for the children. It's faster. Okay? Divorces with children take 6 months to get your first trial date, and you hardly ever go to trial on the first trial date, usually on the third, so you're 9 months out to a year. It's less time consuming in terms of your time. It's also cheaper, but I'm not here advocating cost to you, but it's, if you have two attorneys that are fully preparing for litigation to trial, thousands of dollars are on the table. A mediator will be about a third of the cost to you. And the mediators can do everything except file the pleadings and represent one of you in court. And the way when mediation is complete, I'll give you the complete packet if you want it on your own to go in and file, with a caveat that I always recommend that you go to an independent attorney to review the final documents. My name is Terry Bankert. This is WFLT 1420 AM radio, 239-5733. We're talking about mediation today. Additional benefits to mediation: it saves money, it's more effective communication, and about money, parenting time, and how you're going to lead your life. And here's something else too: it's private, it's confidential. The community does not need to know what's going on. We have a caller, line 1. Caller, can I help you? No. Caller? Well, why don't you call back? It looks like I talked too long once I got the wave. Please feel free to call back, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Mediation also improves the economic and social functioning of the individuals. Your life isn't totally destroyed. You're not embarrassed when you walk into church or you see your spouse in public. The public just doesn't need to know. And these are solutions generated by you, not imposed on you by a judge, not imposed on you by the attorney that's taking control of your life and your case, but by you. You will decide custody. You will decide parenting time. You will decide the economics. And mediation doesn't have to be a total success. What you will have, if you don't finish on all issues with the mediator, you'll have an excellent starting point. You'll have a nice package of material to take to the attorneys that are going to have to resolve maybe those ultimate financial issues in court. Caller, you have a question?
Yes, I was calling about prenatal presumption. Perinatal presumption, the custody dispute between the parents and having a good judge or attorney to decide, because of sometimes you have court orders, and the people that's assigned with the court orders abuse the court orders, and they're not following instructions, and sometimes they don't get them stamped by the court or pay the proper amount of money, but they go get the court orders and abuse those. And having a good attorney or judge, what to do.
Okay, you're talking about a parenting time order, correct?
Yes, or just a plain custody order.
Okay.
Court order.
And so we're talking about you've already been to court, and there is a court order, and the other side isn't adhering to that court order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm restating it because I'm also vlogging this. The issue here then is with that court order, you can complain to the Genesee County Friend of the Court. That's the easy, quickest, cheapest way to do it. And you always want to do that because you're creating a record with the Friend of the Court. And that number's in the phone book. I don't have it at the tip of my fingers right now, but call the Genesee County Friend of the Court. Tell them what judge that is in your file. They'll tell you who your worker is, and then go and complain to them. Okay? Secondly, if that doesn't work out, then your attorney can file a motion. It could be a motion to show cause, or it can be a motion for alternate parenting time, or it can be a motion for clarification. But you have rights. You just have to step forward and exercise them.
Okay, what about if your rights are violated, where they take the custody order to come and have the police to pick up the kids, but it's not assigned and it hasn't been stamped with a court seal, and hasn't been signed, or attorney hasn't seen you, or you haven't showed up to court yet?
Okay. I guess we're talking about where there's no court order.
Yes.
And but we have two parents, and one parent shows up with the police to pick his children up, or her children up, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. And first the question is, are the parties married?
No.
Okay. If the parties aren't married, then the father may have his name on the birth certificate, or he may not. There may have been an affidavit of parentage, or there may have been not one. But the police
not having them on the birth certificate.
Okay. Then the police don't have any order that they can enforce.
Okay.
They were probably called by the father to be on call in case there was a disturbance.
Yes.
And then the mother should.
The child hit the mother.
Pardon me?
They say the child had hit the mother, so the child could go and leave with the father.
Okay. So what you have then is that shifts the facts slightly. You have a domestic violence situation where the police have responded. Okay. And in a domestic violence situation, the parties are separated. And here, then, if there's a biological father and the child knows the father, it is logical for the police to separate the child to the father, because the other result is they have child protective proceedings come in and put the child in foster care.
Okay.
And then you immediately have to go to court to get this straightened out. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. If I can give you any additional information, please call me today at 235-1970,